Hey, what's up YouTube? Chav, the Wisco Boater channel. Today, I'm going to do a maintenance video on the tugboat. Let me show you one thing I've already done, and I was gonna video this, but I ended up having my dad's help, and he was here for just a very short while, and I honestly forgot to grab the phone to video this. So let me show you what happened first to show you what we repaired. So the rub rail on the tugboat, at some point when I was out on it, a couple of weeks ago, or over the 4th of July, the rub rail snapped. Now this is this is actually the second spot that is snapped, because if you recall, if you've watched these videos in the past when I was building this, the rub rail actually broke right here, and that's why there's no bolt right there. There's actually a hole in the hull right here for a bolt, but I chose not to put the bolt there because it snapped there once before. Well, now it's snapped here. It didn't come all the way off, didn't fully separate, but what happened was the nut on the inside actually fell off, and I was using acorn nuts, which obviously don't have any locking function. So it fell off, the bolt kind of worked its way out, and the bend is this is a pretty tight bend right in this area here. Ended up just snapping right there. So what we did was went to the store, grabbed another stainless steel carriage bolt and a little bit longer, and then grabbed a nylock nut to use on the inside. So there's no way that nylock nut's coming back off. So the way we did this was I had my dad out here, then he was able to grab this carriage bolt, slide it in place while I was inside the cabin waiting with the washer and nylock nut. Got it cinched down. This looks a little bit different, obviously, than this one here. There's no washer under the head. This one I put a washer under the head just to give it a little additional surface area to make sure that it's grabbing enough of that to keep it good and tight. I'll put a little touch-up paint over the cracks here, and we should be all good going forward. So yeah, I guess I need to go through and probably recheck the security of the acorn nuts. So I think I probably just didn't have enough threads. You can see over there more of them. I probably just didn't have enough threads engaged, and that just popped out. So the other things I'm going to do is work on getting some padding put on top of the bench here. I've already got it semi-trimmed here. This is like a martial arts mat. So I'm going to put this down first, and then I'll have a red pad, pillow, or whatever to put over the top of that to give some cushion for people riding the back there. And then the paint is rubbing away where the seats swivel on both sides. So right there you can see seat rubs, and if you pull it up and turn it, it rubs right there. So anyway, I'm going to, I think my solution there is to take bunk carpet and just slap a piece of bunk carpet on either side. It's not going to look the greatest, but it will serve its purpose. Looks better than flaking paint. So those are the things I'm going to work on. Oh, I also need to, down there, that bottom block is still not fully secured. I did that bar on this side really helps. I mean, it's totally it drives just fine with that in place, does not move. But I'm going to take some silicone and see if I can squeeze the silicone up underneath the block, and just to kind of capture that block and keep it in place. So those are the maintenance items that we'll cover in this video. And oh, one other thing I could show, I don't know, I did show it in the last video, that I have a flag for the boat, but I trimmed the flagpole down and it looks much better now. I also bent the mount up just a little bit. So yeah, the flag looks really good now. That's more of a proper angle, rather. It was like almost at a 45-degree angle coming off the stern, so that's a much better angle. I was just at the hardware store this morning and I forgot to do this. I need to buy a pin to go through just to make sure this doesn't fly out from a breeze. So that's what I'm working on today. Okay, so we had a couple of iterations of cut here on the rear bench pad. I've got that half set in place, and now we're going to set this half in place. Slide it under the knot and set it down. Whoops. That right there looks to be what I would call nearly perfect fit. This can probably slide up just a little bit. There. There, now the rear bench has a pad, and on top of that will go a red cushion. So that'd be nice and comfy to sit on back there whenever I have riders. Sometimes I marvel at the world of my genius. I just showed you this. Rather than having that washer show up, I just painted it so from far away you won't be able to tell there's a washer there unless you really look at it. And I'm totally just kidding. I am not a genius. I am just as dumb as the next guy. All right, well, I'm gonna work on getting the lower control block siliconed in place. I hope I can set my phone up in a decent spot to capture this. I forgot my phone tripod on the big boat over the weekend, so I'm gonna have to prop this up. But what I'm gonna do is loosen that hose clamp, hopefully pull this up just a little bit, enough to get silicone underneath, and it's already up just a little bit. But I'm hoping that without removing that bar, that I'll be able to pull it up just slightly in order to squeeze some silicone underneath. All right, well, I'm just gonna run video and we'll see what I get. So I'm just using a flat screwdriver here to loosen up the hose clamp. I can't see it. This is all, you can't see it, I can't see it. I'm going off of feel here. Ow, just stabbed my finger. All right, that's loose. So let's see. Yeah, I can lift it just a little bit. There we go. All right, I'll show you what I'm doing here. So with that hose clamp loose, I'm able to lift this up just a little bit more. So I'll squeeze some silicone underneath that, set it back down, and put a fillet around the edges. All right. This is just standard window and door silicone. Lift it up just a little bit. Squeeze silicone inside there. Set it back down. And we'll do a fillet around the outside. Jam that back down nice and tight. Get the hose clamp tightened back up at the top. All right, that's nice and tight. So I've got a fillet around the edges here. I'm just going to smooth it with my finger. And wipe off the excess up here. So there's a layer of silicone between the block and the floor, and then a fillet of silicone on 3 of the 4 sides. So silicone is, I mean, it stuff's grippy, and this is window and door silicone, so once it cures, that block should never ever move again. All right, well, I apologize if the music is too loud in the background. The other phone that's running the music is too far away for me to get to right now, so I'm not gonna shut it off. So what I'm gonna do is take some bunk carpet here and cut the correct length. And I'm just gonna run it right up to the cup holder and just do a black strip of carpet right here. Yeah, just like that. Have to do a little trimming along the bottom, but right now I just want to get a rough idea of where to cut this strip at. I know you can't see that, but cut this as straight as I can for now. I'm not worried about being exact. Alright, so that's kind of what I'm thinking. Just tape a black piece of bunk carpet right there. That'll protect this whole area from the seat.
Bored of traditional Bloody Marys? Mix it up and try Bombay Mary with Bombay Sapphire Gin.
There.
Bombay Sapphire adds more flavor to your favorite Mary mix.
And another mark.
Next level. So grab a bottle of Bombay Sapphire and brunch on. Time to buy now.
Alright, so now I'll take an X-Acto knife and cut a slit right along right there to match this line here. Get some double-sided carpet tape. Stick this in place. Alright, I remembered to shut the music off this time. So here I've got the panel cut out with carpet tape taped to the back. This isn't the best quality carpet tape, so that's kind of the only thing I'm worried about. I mean, if it doesn't work, then I'll just get some better carpet tape, I guess. But for now, let's see if we can get this thing stuck in place correctly. I don't know what that noise is. Yeah, there's some sort of landscaping going on over there, but I don't know what that's about, so. Alright, stick that corner. All right. Now, when the seat hits the side, it's just going to brush up against the carpet there, and probably eventually wear through the carpet. But that's a much better. That's a good little cheap fix. It looks okay. It's not the greatest, but it looks okay. So let me do the other side. And what I did, I just used the side that I just put on, I just used as a template for this side. Just cut it basically as a mirror. All right, so we'll see how long this tape holds up. And if I need to do another layer of carpet tape, like a little better brand or something down the road, I'll do that, but that's good. Seat comes around, can rub. And no more paint scratching. Excellent. All right, so just for a little better look farther away on either side, that's how that bunk carpet is put in place. Doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's not the greatest solution, but you know, this is a working tugboat, right? So we just do things to make it work. All right, so that's the maintenance items that were on the list. Other than getting the cushion to go on the back here, which is just a matter of ordering it on Amazon. I just haven't done it yet. I'm trying to wait till I need something else on Amazon to order it. It's 40 bucks. So I have Amazon Prime, so it doesn't really matter, I guess, but I try to group things together if I can. So next time I order something on Amazon, I'll add the cushion to the order. And in the meantime, the tugboat is ready to go back out on the water. I think the only other thing I really want to do to it at some point is I do want to take care of the paint that's on the inside here. This is all just white primer, and it's going to get dirty, and you know, over time it's going to show its age. So I probably will do some white top coat, or maybe a beige or something, I don't know, but yeah, at some point. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that subscribe button, send me some comments, hit the like, and if you didn't like it, tell me why. I always like to know why you wouldn't like a video. Great to hear from you either way, like it or not. So we'll see you next time, hopefully out on the water on Neptune.